2 powerful tips to make your ex desperate to take you back into his arms. You were having a happy time with your lover and suddenly there was a rupture in your relationship. He stopped seeing you. Maybe he got bored with you or was allured by a new face. You are deeply hurt and angry. You just cannot understand what after all drove him away from you. You have been so sincere and loving. You wonder if it is really worthwhile to suffer so much pain and anguish for someone who has left you without explanations. You also become philosophical about the nature of relationships and the baggage of pain and anguish that they bring along. You loved him with all your heart and soul and still do. You think of the alternative of staying alone with your heartbreak and keep missing him. Life without the ex would be really bleak, and quite possibly it was some misunderstanding that must be removed. Perhaps it was your fault. The question now is, how to make him come back into your arms. Here are just 2 surefire tips. Point 1 ST tip. Communicate. Communication can resolve the toughest of relationship problems. The greatest hurdle in initiating the process of communication is our ego. Swallow your false ego and pride for once. Call him up if only to discuss what went wrong. Tell him frankly you screwed up and regret it sincerely. Place all your cards on the table. Your ex is bound to be shocked and become speechless at the unexpected turn of events. Maybe he was not prepared for this. This is sure to make a deep impact and make him see the problem from a true perspective. Point 2 ND tip. Show your ex both sides of the problem. This is an easier and logical step after you have broken the ice. Since you frankly admit that it was your fault and he was right, he is bound to admit his share of the causes. After all, it takes 2 to a tango. He too may admit his contribution to the breakup. This may start a free and frank discussion on all the issues about your relationship. And then, before you know what turn the discussion took, you are filled with tears of love and joy once again. He is desperate to take you back into his arms with new fervor. These tips can work successfully whether your ex is a guy or a gal.